Hey guys, welcome back. This week we'll discuss 5 vulnerabilities found in Dell computers, a RootKit infiltrating high-profile organizations in Asia and Africa, 4 men plead guilty to aiding cybercriminal with Bulletproof hosting, and our CVE of the week, an RCE found in Marvin Minsky's universal Turing machine. First, the vulnerabilities found in Dell computers. Last week, researchers discovered that Dell desktops, laptops, and tablets built since 2009 and running Windows had flaws that could be exploited. The 5 flaws discovered allowed rogue users and malware to obtain system administrator level access to computers. These 5 vulnerabilities affect hundreds of millions of machines. These vulnerabilities were found in Dell's firmware update driver and are caused by a lack of security checks, allowing unprivileged users to execute system calls. These system calls could be used to instruct the kernel-level driver to move the contents of memory from one address to another, allowing a local attacker to read and write arbitrary kernel memory. According to Dell, no examples of these flaws being exploited have been found in the wild, but the company advises users to remove the driver as soon as possible before attackers attempt to exploit these flaws. In other news, a new RootKit has infiltrated high-profile organizations in Asia and Africa. A RootKit is a collection of malware tools designed to enable access to a computer or software that is otherwise not allowed. Moria is a relatively new rootkit that has infiltrated many organizations since 2018 through Windows OS. Moria is a passive backdoor which allows attackers to inspect all incoming traffic, filter out packets that are marked as designated for the malware, and respond to them. It had managed to infiltrate at least 10 organizations, with the 2 major victims being large diplomatic entities in Southeast Asia and Africa. After infiltrating these organizations, Moria establishes a covert channel with a C2 server, processes incoming shell command requests, and sends their output to the C2 server. The researchers who found this rootkit say it was an ongoing campaign which they termed Tunnel Snake. Moving on, 4 plead guilty to aiding cybercriminals with Bulletproof hosting. 4 men pled guilty this week to providing Bulletproof hosting services between 2008 and 2015. Which were used by cybercriminals to distribute malware to financial entities across the US. Bulletproof hosting is a service provided by hosting firms that allow their clients to act without fear of being taken down due to complaints or suspicious actions. In this case, these 4 Eastern European men provided services to cybercriminals that used them to distribute malware which stole sensitive information and created botnets. These operations cost losses estimated in millions of dollars in the US alone. The criminals were caught by authorities after a collaborative operation by US and European agencies that took down the VPN that protected them. The men are now facing 20 years in prison for racketeer-influenced corrupt organization charges. Now, for our CVE of the week, a funny case of an RCE being found in Marvin Minsky's universal Turing machine. The universal Turing machine is generally considered to be the simplest model of a computer. The vulnerability was found in an implementation of this machine made by the American computer scientist Marvin Minsky. This vulnerability was found by researchers at Cornell University who discovered that by submitting crafted data, the machine may be coerced to execute user-provided code. This is the first case of an RCE being found in such a simple machine. Even though this vulnerability is practically useless, it has still received a CVE. But the description for this CVE has specified that this vulnerability has no real-world implications. We still advise users to patch their Turing machines as soon as possible. That's it for now. More details about what we just mentioned can be found in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on our other channels to keep up with the latest news and advisories.